So welcome to our first MDC of the semester. My name is Natasha Torres. I am the e-board executive member coordinator here with Campus Activities Board. So today we have a very special guest with us. Her name is Melissa Ruiz. Melissa Ruiz, MSW, began her career in higher education in conferences and events before transitioning into residence life and then student life and academic advising. She jokingly says there isn't a job in student affairs that she hasn't done yet. Melissa is a part of the facilitation team at Swift Kick that has been named the best leadership program in unprecedented 6 years and has already trained over 500,000 leaders around the U.S. and the world, including South Korea, Indonesia, and Bermuda. She also co-authored the Amazon.com award-winning book, First Year Student to First Year Success. Once upon a time, Melissa was a competitive dancer and placed first runner-up in the Miss New Jersey pageant. She is also a personal trainer and now lives in New York City. But more importantly than all of that, she is here with us today. Please welcome Melissa.
Give it up for that amazing introduction. Yeah. How are you feeling today? You know, I go to a lot of schools, and I got to tell you something. Y'all look good. Do me a favor. Turn to the person next to you and say, "You look good." Yeah. And to be fair, turn to the person on the other side of you and say, "You look okay too. You look okay too." I'm just kidding. You all look gorgeous except for two of you. Don't start pointing. That's mean. That's mean. Don't do that. No. I'm just kidding. No. All right. I feel the energy in this room already. And as you're eating your pizza, I do have some questions for you because I want to get to know you a little bit. So usually I have people clap, but I want you to enjoy that pizza. So if I ask a question that applies to you, can I get a whoop whoop? Can we practice that? Ready? 1, 2. Oh, you're good at that. You're good at that. You're good. That's good. Yes. All right. Where are my iPhone people at? Okay, there's a lot of you. Yeah, all right. Android, where you at? All 3 of us. Great, awesome. Anybody still use a pager? I'm just kidding. A what exactly? Y'all know what a pager is though, right? Okay, all right. Your aunt had one. Great. So I grew up in Jersey, and if you had a pager, you were so cool. If you had 2 pagers, you were probably a drug dealer. It's just how it worked out. Where are my dog people at? Yeah. All right. What about cats? Cats? Cat people are like, yes. They're like, whoop. Like, you're so fancy. No. What about like guinea pig, hamster, snakes, the rodents? Any of that stuff? Tarantula? Do you have one? Maybe? Do you really? What's your tarantula's name? Fred the tarantula. Okay, all right, I bet he's like warm and fuzzy to cuddle with. Don't do that, don't cuddle with a tarantula, that seems really weird. Where are my folks in the room that have a 4.0 GPA, straight A's, yeah, there it is. Round up, people, round up. Where are my B is a beautiful letter, 3.0ers, where y'all at? All the freshmen in the room are like, I don't have one yet, Melissa. I don't have a GPA yet. Where are my C's? Get degrees, people. I knew you were in here somewhere. I knew it. All right, where are the folks? When the alarm clock goes off in the morning, you think to yourself, life is hard. I deserve this. Snooze button. Where y'all at? Yes. Where are my morning people at? The alarm clock goes off and you're like, let's do this. Yeah? That's a lot of you. There's college students. You're doing it wrong. And where are my folks? When the alarm clock goes off in the morning, you pick it up and you throw it across the room like, not today, Satan. There's my people. There y'all are. All right, let's see. Where are the folks in the room that wear glasses? I see a bunch of you. Okay, all right. What about contacts? Okay, yay for blurry vision. Like, yeah. Where are the folks in the room with 20/20 vision? The world is just crystal clear all the time, right? You don't have to work for it. You don't gotta put anything in your eyeballs, nothing. All right, where are my folks in the room in a relationship? There was like one person that's like, yes, and then other people were like, I got a Snapchat earlier today, Melissa, and I am not sure. Can we call this a situationship? Is that what we're gonna call this? Yeah, okay. Where are my single people at? That's how it's done. Who's dating more than one person? No, I'm just kidding. Awkward. Especially if they're in this room, right? Ooh, no. Okay, I feel the energy starting to build. I like it a lot. But how many of you, when you were walking in the room and you heard the music playing, and now you look up at the screen and you see the words dance floor theory, you think to yourself, there's a chance I might get to dance in this session. And I'm not so excited about that. I'm not so excited. Raise your hand if that's you. Okay. Now, how many of you, when you walked in the room, you heard the music playing, you look up at the screen, you see the words dance floor theory, and you think to yourself, there's a chance I might get to dance in this session, and I'm pretty excited about that. Raise your hand. Okay. This side of the room, apparently. And how many of you just don't like to raise your hand? Okay. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. For those of you that do want to dance, fear not. You will have an opportunity a little bit later on to come on up here and bust out your best thanky Dougie dab for everybody in the room. Yeah, figure that out. And for those of you that don't want to dance, you can take out your cell phones, hit record, upload it, #blackmail. Yeah, okay, all right. But first, I do have one more question for you. Raise your hand if you've ever been to a dance before. Who's been to a dance? Okay. Now, keep your hand in the air if that was a good dance. Okay? Think about that dance for a second. What was the lighting like? What was the music playing? Who was grinding on your... No, just kidding. Just kidding. Now, raise your hand if you've been to a bad dance. Bad dance. Yeah, right? Think about that dance for a second. The DJ was the only one having fun. Right? The dance floor was so empty, it was like Hillary Clinton's inbox. Oh, snap. Okay, all right. I'm an equal opportunity hater, so let me try again. The dance floor was so empty, it was like Donald Trump's inauguration. Ah! Okay, now you all hate me because I brought up politics things. Okay, no, just kidding. If you were to look up at the screen to determine which dance is the better dance, when the music comes on, turn to your neighbor and tell them which one you think it is and why between A and B. Ready? And go. And why? And why? All right. Who thinks B is the better dance? Raise your hand. B dance. B? Okay, my B dance people, you all usually look up at the screen and you see yourselves as the center of the dance floor. There is order. There is control. Who thinks A is the better dance? Raise your hand. Okay, my A dance people, you all usually look up at the screen and you see those two guys hanging from the chandelier up there. And you're like, that's my jam. I want to be at that dance. Or you see this guy at the bottom and you're like, oh, sad day, boo-boo. Sad day. But what I didn't tell you is that every blue line up there represents a relationship or a connection that was built up on that dance floor. You all should intuitively know what makes a good dance. Because imagine you're walking down to a dance floor where you don't know anybody. The DJ could put on the hottest song out. Chances are very few people would dance. But imagine you walk out onto a different dance floor and you see all your friends. And you're like, hi. The DJ could put on the happy birthday song, and you know one of your friends will be like, that's my song, let's go dance, right? Not because the music was good, but because you had relationships and connections built up on that dance floor. It's very simple. Lesson number 1 of dance floor theory is that the more friends you have on a dance floor, the more fun that dance will be and the longer it will last. Yes or yes? Yes. And if you think about it, we're like our own little mini dance floor here. We had pizza. We're going to hang out for a little bit more time. And that means we have an amazing opportunity to get to know each other a little bit better. But I want to do it in a more unique way. For example, I think no one else in this room has the same favorite movie as I do. My favorite movie, don't lie, my favorite movie is Beetlejuice. It's a good movie, thank you. But is it your favorite? Nope, doesn't count. All time. See, I'm unique. So what is it for you? A thing, a skill, an experience that you think the person next to you has never done before. When the music turns on, share your unique thing with them. Ready, set, and go. It is one thing to share your unique thing with one other person. Totally different to share it in a group of 4. So your group of 2, find another group of 2 and share your unique thing. Ready, set, go. Yeah. It is one thing to share your unique thing in a group of 4. Totally different to share in a group of 8. So you're a group of 4. Find another group of 4 and share your unique thing. Ready, set, and go. All right, I saw your hand first. Is it a good one? People around you are nodding their head like, yeah. All right, what's your name?
Alexis.
Alexis. Everybody say hi, Alexis.
Hi, Alexis. Okay, so when I was really young, I was coming home from a Halloween party, I think, and my family had walked into my house, and I stayed in front of a bush, and I was rubbing my eyes. I was still sleeping, and there was lights coming from the bush, that they were just there, and I heard a voice speaking from that area, and it would, every time it would speak, the lights would flicker. And I had a full-on conversation. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember it happening. And my mom had called my name, and it stopped talking, and I said, wait, where you going? Come back. And the lights were off, and then the cat jumped out.
So you can talk to animals.
No. I went into my house, whatever, I fell asleep, and the morning after I told my mom about it, and she was like, oh, it was probably just a dream, and I was like, it can't be a dream, I remember it, but I kind of don't remember it, so whatever.
Jesus be a cat, that's what happened. All right, let's thank him for sharing, give it up, thank you. I saw a few more hands. Who else? All right, let's see. What's your name?
I am Kat.
Kat? Everybody say, hola, Kat.
And I have a pet goat.
You have a pet goat.
Yes.
Does anybody else have a pet goat? Y'all keep goats in Miami? Is that what happens? Yeah. Do you live on a farm? Like, why do you?
It's actually, it was part of my high school, so it's still there, but it's still my goat.
And what's your goat's name?
Kit, because I'm Kat, so it's
Kit, because you're Kit Kat. What? Oh my God. I love it. All right, let's give it up. Thank you for sharing. I'll see a hand all the way over here. What is your name?
Hey guys, my name is Frank.
Everybody say bonjour, Frank.
Bonjour, madame. So I am a Cuban who lived in Jamaica.
You are a Cuban who lived in Jamaica. Why?
I need to say
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I mean, no, we got things to do, but all right, come on.
So before I came to this country, my dad worked in Jamaica, so making enough money for me to leave Cuba, and then he got me, my mom, and my brother out of Cuba. We lived in Jamaica with my uncle for a really long time, and then we came here to the United States.
Cool. Anybody else ever live in Jamaica? Okay, you're unique. I'll allow it. Got it. All right, let's give it up. Thank you for sharing. One more. What's your name? Victoria. Everybody say aloha, Victoria.
Aloha, Victoria.
Hey, that's
That's very fitting.
That's
Okay.
fitting.
So
Thank
I
you.
used to live in Hawaii.
Oh!
The cool thing is that the girl who did the voice of Moana kind of low-key like lived in my neighborhood when I lived there.
So, like, you're Moana by association. That's really all I'm taking from this conversation here.
much.
All right, awesome. Let's thank her for sharing. Can you sing like Moana?
Some people say I can, but like I don't believe it.
You want to sing?
No.
No, she's like, absolutely not, absolutely not. All right, here's the thing. With all of your unique things, keep sharing these amazing things that you think are unique to you, because you never know. One day somebody might be like, oh my gosh, me too. And then we start creating more blue lines on your dance floor, and all of a sudden you don't see strangers as you're walking by people in the hallways. You now see friends. You now see people that you get to do college with, and that makes it that much more fun. Now, lesson number 2 of the dance floor. I could tell you, way more fun if I showed you. Can I have about 10 volunteers join me up front? Come on up, come on up. Come on up. Yes. I love it, I love it. Here's the thing I love about, and I see SGA shirts, I see CAB shirts. Here's the thing I love about student leaders. You all sign up for things before you know what you're about to do, so let's give them a round of applause. Yes. Yes. All right, in a moment, this space right here is going to transform into a dance floor. Yeah. When the music turns on, dance accordingly as you would on a dance floor. When I yell freeze and the music turns off, freeze in whatever position you are in on this dance floor, all right? But we have to support them. Let's give them a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, yeah. And freeze. All right, not bad. They were in a straight line, but when the music turns on, where do their bodies start to go? Where do they start to turn? Back. They tried to leave. That's what happened. But think about a dance floor, right? When the music turns on and people are excited, the most engaged dancers on a dance floor tend to find their way to the center. They put their hands up, their butts out, and they go, woo! Right? You all can unfreeze. You can unfreeze. You can unfreeze. If I were to take you all to the VIP level of this dance floor, because that's how I roll, you would see that there are multiple levels of engagement. Starting in the middle, with our most engaged dancers, we'll call them our 5s. And as you make your way out, you have your 4s, your 3s, your 2s, your 1s, and your neutrals are the ones that showed up to this dance. They came to the side of the room, they crossed their arms, they popped their hip, they looked back at the center of the dance floor, and they said try to get me to dance, right? Yeah, no. But we see that the action is in the middle. That's where people are having the most amount of fun and doing the most amount of dancing on this dance floor. Now, can you stay here? And can you stay here? Can we give the rest of them a round of applause as they head back to their seats? What's your name?
Antonio.
Antonio?
I play just dance.
What's that?
I play just dance.
Okay, Antonio, right? And what's your name again? Victoria. Victoria, Antonio. Okay, so I want to demonstrate the difference between a 5 and a neutral on the dance floor. I'm going to tell a silly joke. Just go with it. Have fun. Okay, you have fun, they have fun. Cool? All right. All right. Antonio and Victoria have graciously volunteered to demonstrate for us the difference between a 5 and a neutral on this dance floor. And by the flip of the coin, we'll determine who plays which role, because that's fair. Ready? Okay, here we go. Call it. So I did that at another orientation program, and somebody in the front row was like, there's not a quarter there. There's not a quarter. I was like, genius. Rain check your application. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so I think for the purposes of this dance floor, I think, Antonio, you should play the 5. Right? So if this is the center of the dance floor, and this is where the 5s hang out, Victoria, that means you're the neutral. And where do you think the neutrals would be hanging out on this dance floor?
All the way over there.
Yeah, bye. Well, go in front. Go in front so they can see you. There it is. Yep. A little more. Perfect. All right, we have Victoria on this dance floor. Why do people go to dances? Shout it out. Who said hook up? No. No. No, people go to dances to have fun, to meet people, to dance. But Victoria's on this dance floor. She does not want to meet people, have fun. She doesn't want to dance. Can you give us the body language of don't talk to me right now? Yeah, perfect. She is on this dance floor, and this is the conversation going on in her head. This is stupid. I'm bored. I'm tired. But on this side of the dance floor, we have a completely different experience going on. Because I feel like when you woke up this morning, you thought to yourself, today is going to be a great day. And you probably followed it up with, hey, you sexy thing, don't you ever die. Yeah? And if that's not how you start your days, you all should start now. Yes. So you were on this dance floor, you're having fun, you're having an amazing time, and in a moment, some music is going to come on, and you're going to prove to us that you are a level 5 on this dance floor. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
You're ready. Crowd, are you ready? Let's give them a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Nice. High five on that one. interrupt. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a grand finale. That was good, yeah. And you play what game?
Just Dance.
Just Dance. That's where his skills come from. If any of you are not confident on the dance floor, you see him and you practice, okay. So we have these two different experiences happening on a dance floor. And whoop, we have this action that's happening in the middle. This 5 right here is making the dance happen. But here's another way to think about this. There's a difference between spectators and participants on any given dance floor. We have this neutral here on the edge of the dance floor that is simply watching the dance happen. But we have this 5 in the center that is making this experience happen for himself and for the people that are around him. He is fully participating in this dance. But if you think about it with your college career, this same dynamic is happening here on campus. There are students that walk around campus, not involved, not engaged, simply watching college happen. They go from car to class, class to class, class back to car. But we have this other student over here in the center of the dance floor that is taking leadership positions, that is joining CAB, that is joining SGA, that is joining clubs and organizations on campus to make this college experience special. This dynamic is happening on every college campus, and the leaders work to make sure that everybody is having as much fun as they are as the leaders on the campus in the center of the dance floor. Here's what we know, though, about leaders that are involved on campus. Your grades are higher, your graduation and retention rates are higher, and you have more successes after graduation. And it starts in a spot like this, in a moment of inspiration when you say yes to an opportunity that gives you a leadership role on your campus. Can we give these two a round of applause as they head back to their seats? So I brought with me a phrase that any time when you're not sure how to react in any given situation, if you fall back on this phrase, it'll tell you what you should do. And in a moment, it's going to appear on the screen. When it does, read it to yourself. When the music turns on, turn to your neighbor and say it to them in your best British accent. Ready? Here's the phrase. Best British accent. Here we go. Does anybody have a British accent they would like to share? British accent? Yeah? What's your name? Amanda. Everybody say, pip pip, Amanda.
So, go on and get your 5 on.
Ooh. It's all about the O's, all about the O's. Nice, nice. But let's see if we can put this to the test. Everybody take your right hand high in the sky. Put that hand in a fist. Place that fist behind your back. Turn to your neighbor. Look them in the eye and say, game on. All right. Some of you are like, which way? The object of the game, you and your partner on the count of 3 will throw out up to 5 fingers. The first person to add up your fingers and your partner's fingers and say that number out loud wins the round. Ready? Hand behind the back. Math anxiety all across the room. It's up to 10 people. You throw out a number, they throw out the number, you add those numbers together, and whoever says it first wins. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. All right, hand behind the back, hand behind the back. It'll be harder, but you can make a group of 3. Make a group of 3. It'll be harder, though. Ready? Round 2. Round 2. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. All right, round 3. Round 3, multiplication. This is stressful. I know. Ready? Hand behind the back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. All right. Did anybody find the trick for multiplication? Anything times 0. That's the trick. That's the trick. All right, this time, back to addition, both hands. Both hands behind your back. Back to addition. Now we're up to 20. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. All right, last round. Hand back. Hands back, last round. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. Carry the 2. They're still working over there. Here's the thing. I love being at the front of the room and watching all of your faces, because some of you are like, oh yeah, let's do this, 7, carry the 10. Oh gosh, how do I add? How many fingers do I have? But then again, there are some of you, and I was actually working with another school, and there was somebody in the front row that just crossed his arms and was like, this is silly, I'm not gonna do this. And I know it's a silly game, right? But here's the thing, on his face, I could read him saying, this is stupid, I'm bored, I'm tired. And as a member of this community, and as a potential leader of this community, if you find yourself thinking to yourself, this is stupid, I'm bored, I'm tired, maybe it's not the activity. And maybe you need to look inside and see, why don't I want to participate in this activity and have fun with the folks that I'm hanging out with? How you show up in one activity tends to be how you show up in them all. So by showing up and being fully present in this silly adding numbers is going to be how you go out into the community here on campus and how you interact with your campus community. So my question, but here's the thing. Groups everywhere operate in this exact same way, right? A friend of mine got a text message, and it said, put a pillow in a black plastic bag, head down to Union Square, and at 3 p.m. begin pillow fighting. No clue how he got this text message, but he was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go to that, yes. So he runs into his bedroom, grabs a pillow, goes into the kitchen, grabs a black plastic bag, puts the pillow in the bag, heads down to Union Square, and like any responsible adult, puts it on video. Check it out.
We are here, Union Square, New York City.
Isn't that nuts? There's like 5,000 people in Union Square right now. This is what it usually looks like, okay? And they just packed it full of people. But in this image, where do you think our 5s are? In the middle. They're the ones with the feathers flying out of their faces. And as you make your way out, you have your 4s, your 3s, your 2s, your 1s, and your neutrals are coming out of that subway stop like, what the heck is going on here? I'm just trying to get some coffee. They didn't get the text message, no. But again, we see that the action is in the middle, and there is a clear distinction between the spectators and the participants on this dance floor. Which brings us back to this phrase. Everybody take your right hand up high in the sky. Place it palm up in front of the person next to you. Place the pointer finger of your left hand high in the sky, or put that pointer finger in the hand that is now in front of you. So you should look like me. If you look like this, or like this, or like this, you're doing it wrong. There it is, there it is. All right, the name of the game is Gopher. The object of the game is to capture this gopher while releasing this gopher at the same time, but you can only do it when I say the magic word. And the magic word is gopher. Okay, all right, all right. Practice round, that was practice. Ready? Oh yeah, set it up, here we go. Ready? On your mark. Get set. Cheaters! Cheaters! On your mark, get set. Go! Gopher. Okay, now this time, switch sides. So now left hand is flat, right hand is pointer. Now no cheating. Some of you are like cupping, no cupping, flatten the hand. And then put that pointer, no hovering, right? Put the pointer finger down. Okay, there it is. Ready? 1, 2. 3, 4, Gopher. I love it. Once again. So some of you are like sitting back and you're like, oh goodness, this is what I put my finger where? Right? But then I said there was a magic word and you're like, magic word. Say it. Say the magic word. I could see it all on your faces, but that was you getting closer to the center of the dance floor, becoming that 5, wanting to fully participate. All of your body language started to shift and become fully present in this activity. And that's exactly what I meant when I said how you show up in one activity tends to be how you show up in them all. So when you walk out of these doors and go back out to campus and you think to yourself, this is stupid, I'm bored, I'm tired, maybe it's not the activity. And you got to check in with what's going on to make sure that you are fully present in this college experience. So my question becomes, where will you stand? And some of you are like, Melissa, I'm a 5. I am in the center of the dance floor. I'm the president of everything. And some of you might look up at the screen and be like, I am a solid 2.5. And that's okay. Leadership is a journey. It's an experience, and it is a process for every single one of us. We have to learn these different lessons that get us closer to the center of the dance floor to become the rock stars that you were all meant to be. And I feel it in this room. But I brought with me a couple of stories that I wanted to share with you of students that made a difference on their campus by becoming 5s in the center of the dance floor. Starting with my friend, Matt. Everybody say, hi, Matt. Matt was a junior in college, and he was walking around one of the buildings, not really paying attention to anything, as college students tend to do. I'm just kidding. But he sees a sign, and it says, write a poem, win a trip to Europe. And he's like, well, okay. So he goes back to his residence hall room, he opens up his laptop, and he starts typing. Roses are red. That's how he types. Violets are blue. I want to go to Europe. You want me to, too. And he sends it off. He doesn't hear anything for a little bit of time, and he thinks, you know what, out of all of the people that applied for this scholarship, it makes sense that, it's okay, I didn't get it. But all of a sudden, he gets a ding in his inbox. Congratulations, you've won the trip to Europe. So he runs to the office, he sees the first person he sees behind the desk, and he's like, it is me, Matt, poet laureate of campus. Did I really, out of all of the other people that applied for this trip to Europe, did I really write the best poem? And she looks back at him and was like, you wrote the only poem. So yes, technically, you get this trip to Europe. So he goes on this amazing trip. He goes from city to city to city. He wants to keep in touch with his friends and family. So he sets up his phone, hits record, steps back, and does this crazy little dance. And he sends it off on Facebook to his friends and family. They love it so much. They share it. They love it. It goes a little bit viral for a little bit. It gets the attention of people that are going to be in the next city that he's going to. And they're like, Matt, we don't want you dancing by yourself anymore. We want to dance with you. It got so popular. It got the attention of Stride Gum. You all know Stride Gum? It started with an email that led to a phone call. And they said, hey, Matt, we love this whole dancing thing you're doing. In fact, we want you to do it all over again. We'll pay for it all around the world. So he goes on this amazing trip with Stride Gum. Check out some of the clips that he made with them. If you see a city that you have either been to or you have family from that city or country, give it a little clap. Ready? Check it out. up for Matt. Yeah, right? His job title is Dancing Ambassador to the World. I want one of you to go into career services this afternoon and be like, listen, I know I said pre-med, change of plans. All right? I want to be Dancing Ambassador to the World. It's insane. I truly believe that he was a master of lesson number 2, that the action is in the middle. But another way to say that is proximity is power. Because the closer you get to the center of the dance floor, the more naturally resources start to come your way. The closer you are to faculties, to staff, to administration. Had he not saw that sign and written that poem, he wouldn't have had that amazing experience to go all over the world with Stride Gum. I brought another friend with me. His name is Juan. Everybody say, hi, Juan. I believe that he was a master of a lesson number 1, that more friends equals more fun. But another way to say that is that your network equals your net worth. Have you ever heard that you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most? Yes, right? Now some of you might be thinking, Melissa, broke plus broke plus broke plus broke plus broke divided by broke isn't really going to leave me with a lot of options. But when it comes to your health and your grades and your overall expression and sentiment towards the world, that's what I'm talking about. That's the average of who you represent as a person. So Juan didn't have a lot of resources, but he did have a poster board. And he took that poster board and he wrote the words free hugs on it. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to go out into the community and I'm going to see what happens. And a friend of his was like, well, you know what? I'm going to record it. And for a long time, back when YouTube first came out, it was the #1 video on YouTube. Has anybody ever seen the original Free Hugs video? Original, not the new guy. Okay? Who you see the new guy? All right. Who has never seen it? Never? Who still doesn't like to raise your hand? Okay, thank you for your honesty. Check out the original Free Hugs video. Give it up for Free Hugs. Amazing, right? So I thought it would be so cool if right here, right now, we had our own Free Hugs campaign. But when I told upper leadership about it, and I was like, this is my plan, they were like, listen, you can show the video, but college students hugging, like, are you kidding? So you're actually not allowed to hug. Did you know that this was a rule? You can't hug on campus? What? I'm making it up. It's a lie. I have Free Hug signs here. We're going to quickly hand them out. Boom. 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 Once you get your sign, I'm handing way too many for certain rows. Once you get your sign, if we can hold it up, I'm going to get a group shot. There's 2. There you go. I want to get a group picture of everybody with your sign. Yep, with extra pass back, yeah. You know, it's invisible ink. There are some extras though. Can I get the extras? There's another one over here too. Who has that blank one? And who still needs? Can you just pass that down? All right, once you have your sign, can we actually have maybe the last row, if you could fill in the aisle here, and we'll do a big group picture. Last row, fill the aisle, last row, fill the aisle, last row. Yeah, there it is. Let's get a big group shot. Fill the aisle here. We'll get it to you. Just, yeah, focus on picturing. Yep. Get on in. Yep, get closer. Ends of the rows, get on in here. Keep going, keep squishing. Keep going. Are you getting everybody? No? All right, I'm gonna go on an angle this way. Okay, everybody look at me real quick. Ready, 1, 2, 3, you're so pretty. Oh my gosh, hold up your sign, yeah, okay. Can you get one on an angle with me in it? Yeah, sure. Ready? Look over there. All right. So you have your sign. People around you have your sign. Hold up your sign. See what happens. Bring it in. Bring it in. Hug me. Oh, this is a good hug. I like that. Bring it in.
Free hugs.
Free hug. Amazing. Amazing. Yes. Bring it in.
I'm going to ask you something if you don't mind. Yeah, what's up? I'm part of the registration here. Do you mind if, like, there's specific minutes I can just quickly say, if anyone's interested, if they can stay after?
At the end? Yeah. I know some people are leaving because they have to go to class.
Yeah.
But yeah. Bring it in. Amazing. I'm just holding my arms out. Yes. Oh, I'll wait my turn. And freeze. Everybody clap your hands. Get 2 more hugs and head back to your seats. Oh.
I'm missing one. Hello.
Bring it in. Yeah. Oops. Okay, that's okay. We'll bring it in. We wanted a picture with you though, but I didn't know. Take a picture. Yeah, quickly. Yep. Quickly. All right, go to class. Go to class.
What's number 3?
What do you mean? What's up?
You have number 1 and number 2. What's number 3?
That's it. All right. Let's take a big deep breath. Ready? Breathe in. Everybody feels good giving out hugs right now, warm and fuzzy. Yeah. All right. You all have your cell phones? Yes. They all have selfie mode? Yes. Your next challenge with your free hug sign, a group of people, a new friend, a crush, take a free hug selfie. And you only have 102.3 seconds to do so. So grab your phone, grab your peeps, grab your sign. Here we go. Well, that's adorable. Here, we'll take a selfie. It did take, okay. It keeps growing. Ten seconds. All right, head on back to your seats. Wait. There it is. All right, as you all are uploading to wherever you upload your pictures to, you see on the screen a hashtag #TeamHuman, and there's also my handle on Instagram. So when you share it, feel free to tag me so I know that you shared it and I can like it, and I can follow you and you can follow me and we can become besties. All right, and you come to New York City and we hang out. Although some of you put questionable pictures on your Instagram, so I don't know if I'm gonna follow you all back. No, I'm just kidding. But I'll give you a little bit, or you can take a picture of the screen and feel free to upload it later. Like I said, just tag me so that I can see and like all of your beautiful pictures that y'all took. And then I'll put up a couple of mine that I took as well, so you can steal those if you need to. So we have this phrase, once again, go on, get your 5 on. And I am just not yet convinced that you are all ready to be 5s. So in a moment, some music is going to come on. And I just want to hear how excited you are about life, how excited you are to be a student on this campus. I just want you to like drum roll with your feet, clap, scream, whatever it is, the opera high note, whatever it is, to just let it out and let me know how pumped you are for this rest of the semester in this academic year. You ready? As loud as you can. I want classes down the hall to come over here and be like, excuse me, you're being very loud. That's what I want. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. You're ready. You're ready. I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, somebody was murdered, actually. That was a blood-curdling scream, but I feel it. That's the energy that I want all of you to go into every opportunity and be like, yeah, I feel good about this. I feel good about this. You want to know what I feel good about? Me being done talking. I've talked this whole time. I want to turn it over to 2 of you to come on up front and give your best 30-second, my bad, 30-second talk as to how you are going to be a 5 on this dance floor. But I'm going to pick who it is. No volunteers. Let's see. What's your name? Sam. Where are you from?
Miami.
You're from Miami? Okay. All right, this is home. And what's your major?
English literature.
English literature. What's the goal? What do you want to do?
English literature professor.
You want to be a professor. Okay. So this would be good practice. I'm not going to pick you, though. All right, let's see. What's your name?
I'm AJ.
AJ?
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Venezuela.
Oh, Venezuela. Okay, represent. There it is. She's like, yay. And what's your major?
Electronics engineering.
Electronics engineering. What's the goal there? What do you want to do?
Hopefully work for Tesla, but
Work for Tesla.
Before the whole thing, and then
We'll take a day at a time. Okay, yes. All right, I'm not going to pick you either. Let's see. All right, you were dancing. What's your name? Laura. And where are you from?
Colombia.
Colombia. What's your major?
Music.
Music. What do you want to do?
A songwriter.
Ooh, a songwriter. Okay. Nope, I'm not going to pick you either. I don't know. No. So some of you are like staring me down. You're like, go ahead, pick me. I dare you. And then some of you are like, if I don't make eye contact, I'm invisible. All right? But the good news is I'm not going to pick anybody. But How many of you started to come up with a little talk in your head? Mm-hmm. And how many of you are like, I can't win the lottery, but I get picked for crap like this? Yeah? Yeah. But did you feel those little butterflies in your belly start to build up? When you're like, oh crap, she's gonna pick the people? Oh no. Here's the thing. In college, you will have plenty of opportunities to stay in your comfort zone. To stay seated, to cross your arms and be like, okay, sure, and watch other people have an amazing time doing awesome things. But here's the kicker. There's this thing called the learning zone, and that's where I want you to live. I want you to say yes to different opportunities that come your way here on campus. I want you to say yes to something that challenges you, that gives you those butterflies so that you can become a bigger and better version of yourself. Now, there is a fine line between the learning zone and the danger zone, because one will make you better and one might kill you. So, only you can figure out where that line is. But anytime you feel those butterflies start to form in your stomach, we have a simple phrase, and it is feed your butterflies. Because you never know what that opportunity can lead to, whether it be a part-time job, some work after graduation, you just never know. So when given the opportunity, say yes, because you will also learn what you like, what you don't like, as part of your growing experience. That brings us to the end. Hold back the tears. I know, it's okay, it's sad, I know. You're like, I gotta go to class, everything is ending, I just want more pizza, I'm still hungry and sad. But we're not quite done yet. I have one more challenge for you all. In a moment, 2 songs are going to come on. I believe you know the words. I really believe it. I do. If you don't know the words, just say banana, 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 okay? All right, so reach that right arm high in the sky, grab that microphone, pull it into your chest, look to the person next to you and say, karaoke championship. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground. Yeah, I knew you knew it. We were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, you're moving with the auntie and uncle. Second song. Feel free to stand on a chair. Sing to your friends. Yes. Took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy. Born and raised in South Detroit. Took the midnight train going anywhere. Yeah, you're feeling it. Stand on up, get up, they're ready. Singing in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. Yep, it can share the night, it goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting, up and down the boulevard in the shadows, searching. Oh yeah. Nice and loud, come on. Living just the fine emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Thank you so much for coming out today. Have an awesome time. Have an amazing semester. You all rock.